Well, I guess there is no better way of starting than just starting. So, now, I've been a bad boy since standard 2. Kuchapa watoi mateke hadi na ganda mguu. Okay, that was a good one. That's not my line, that's not my song. And that was not my reality. Anyway, how are you guys doing? I hope mko fiti. Kila kitu kiko sete? Very nice. Now, if you're new here, don't worry, I'm also very new. Like I'm doing the first one today. So we're growing together. And it's amazing what we can do when we work together. Anyway, so why? Why now? Why am I doing this? Well, I'll tell you a story. You know, some of these people, when you live believing that if you're really nice to the world and you're doing good to everyone and you're being kind, you know, let's talk about virtues. Let's say kuna kindness, kuna respect, kuna loyalty, kuna gani ingine? Kuna, what else do people say they are? They are humble. Okay, yeah, there's that. You can also say you're truthful. Okay, that might be misunderstood, but anyway, virtues. So you get to a point in life where you believe now that you're a virtuous man or woman in that case, you believe the world will be fair to you, that some things will never happen to you, that only nice and sweet things will be happening to you. And it's a nice way of looking at things. But I've come to realize, you know, people who are really nice to others forget to be nice to one person, themselves. What I mean by that is, when I realize if you are one of these people who like serving others, you know, you love being nice to people, kind, polite, sweet, all these things, you realize at the end of the day, you become invisible to yourself. You never try to give such to yourself. Now, why am I saying this? I'll tell you. Well, before this, when I was just Kim Proper, that's my name. When I was just a guy who's shooting films for others, who's shooting podcasts, shooting music videos, you name it. I did everything. I've done everything, you know, in terms of doing it for others. I found myself most of the time calling my friends and telling them, you know what, mimi nimesikiza sauti yako for some time, and I realized you actually can do a very nice voiceover. You can do a very nice podcast. You can do a very nice film. You're really talented, blah, blah, blah. And the story goes on and on and on. Until I said that to someone, they said to me, so why are you not doing them yourself? Now, unagongwa na fact check kama inaitwaje? Kwanza unajiita mkutano uko like, wait a minute, what? I said, okay, well, that's something to think about. But let me tell you why I have not been doing it. And I figured out the best way to start this podcast is to just be honest and intimate. Okay, give me a second. Intimate. Okay. Something I've never been. I don't like closure. I don't like talking about myself. I don't like saying, so you know, when I was young, I had a trauma. I don't like those things, and I rarely do them. But anyway, this is, we are doing it. This is for real, man. We are doing it. Okay? We're creating a community. We are creating a whole, you know, a big thing here. So I am forced to do it. So let me tell you why I have not been doing this. So I've had a very funny mindset, fantasy. I have always thought if you actually do nice to people, you're just kind, you're just polite, you're just humble, you're just serving others, you know, that at some point that will come back to you in some way. So I've always thought, but now I've been nice. I thought siku moja I'll be walking somewhere and I walk into a certain store and I'm just talking to my friends and we're having a good time and I'm smiling and someone notices me and says, you know what, I work for this toothpaste, and we were just actually looking for someone like you. hata ni wewe. We were just looking for you, manze. Where have you been? Tell us. Oh, your smile is really nice. This is me in my mind, okay? This is me in my mind. Hey, una smile vizuri. Yeah, we were looking for you. Kuna advert tunafanya and we wanted someone just like you. So, are you free? We got some contract to sign. Are you free? I'm like, are you free? Yes, forever. That's one scenario that I create in my mind and I enjoy it. The other one is I was thinking that someday I'll be walking, and I'm all of this because I'm crediting this to the fact that nice. I'm just nice. Mi zikoseangi watu, so hizi vitu zita come through. Then I was thinking of the next one. Someday I'll be walking along some road somewhere, and someone will say, hey, you are tall and you have a nice style. Wow. What do you think? We have a cloth line. So you come ufanya modeling na sisi, we can hire you and we really pay nicely. I say, oh, okay. These things, do you guys have these things? I'm just being a weirdo here. Anyway, the last one. This is really embarrassing and intimate. I thought, I've been raised by, among ladies. Nimekuwa na ladies in my life, and it's an interesting feeling to think about. And I thought, if you're a really nice guy, you respect them, you don't do blah blah blah, all those things, that at some point some lady some rich lady in some rich neighborhood will notice you and say, you know what, I have been looking for a guy like you. It's insane, but honestly, you work hard, you blah 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 blah, and actually, what is it that you do? And I would go, I'm a videographer, I'm a filmmaker, I do lighting, I do sound, I do editing, I do all those things. And she goes, my father has been looking for someone like that in our company. Are you free? Can you come work with us? Yeah, sure. That's another. Well, has it happened yet? The word is yet. Okay? The word is yet. We leave that. The last scenario that I create in my mind, and these are real things that I'm telling you guys. The last one is that acting. I started out as an actor, and I actually started kwa set books. I believe that's where everyone starts. Kenya National Theatre. You're there, auditions, you get picked, you go, you're acting, you get paid, blah blah blah. That's a story. But this is what I have been thinking about. That someday I'll walk into a room full of directors or filmmakers, and they'll say, "Wait a minute, where have you been? This movie that we are writing specifically for you. We wanted someone like you. Like you, manze, umekuwa wapi? This is your opportunity. So are you free? You don't even need her to do the auditions. You can just what do you want?" And I would say, I'm in. Thank you very much. At least the world has noticed that I'm a good guy and I'm now getting the rewards. Well, it never happens. It hasn't. Why is that so? Like, it's supposed to be an equation. You be nice, the world becomes nice to you. Now, I was reading a book, and there was a chapter that was talking about something very sensitive. It was saying that expecting the world to treat you nicely just because you treat it nicely is like expecting a lion not to eat you because you didn't eat him first. That's something. That's a big thing right there. So it's nice to do good, it's nice to be good, that's all. But again, unaona, if you want that you do to others to come unto you, you have to first, for a moment, think about you now. It's a bit selfish, but again, if you become everything to everyone, then you become nothing to yourself. And I'm not saying that you can help others until huwezi jisaidia. No, that's not what I'm talking about. You can actually help others and help yourself. So to bring this closer to home, I've had friends in my life who are really talented. We've had meetings, we've had chats about how we are going to do this and do that, and I'll help them because I have the gear. we don't have the space, but we can, changa and hire a place and start a podcast or start a YouTube channel or even make a film, which is like my passion. But it never happens. And I thought to myself, why? And I realized it's because you are channeling all your energy towards, trying to make someone do what is in your mind. You have a vision, but you're trying to be shy about it. So you want to excite people, inspire people, talk nicely to others and tell them, you actually can do this, you got this. Manzi, where ngori? Well, you are avoiding that conversation yourself, because if you stick to your mind, you're dead. You can't help it. You'll just have to do it yourself. Now, I've been running away from that until now. I just got stuck. Now, I only got me. So I decided, when all is said and done, you've only got yourself. And in as much as it's scary to start alone, if it lives in your mind, if it's in your heart, if it's something you think about before you sleep, I think you have to do it. You just have to do it. That's what it is. You just have to do it. So I was saying that to make this the first episode that we're making together. As I said, I'm also new here, so we are learning, all of us. And the reason why I had to give that story is because to some extent, I just felt like being the first episode, it's only fair that we make it clear to you and to my mind that we got to start and we got to do it now. Okay? So, guys, having had that behind our mind and behind our back? Okay, so at the back of our mind. That's the word. No. Anyway, wow. It's the first episode that we're making. It's going to have a lot of ish, especially on setup. I had to spend a lot of time setting up this because I didn't even think I would manage to shoot it today, but we did. Me and all these guys in this room, including this guy here that you can't see, but he's telling me time and he's monitoring everything I'm doing. It feels nice to be here, and it feels nice to start, especially when you've had to look at yourself and just have this chat and allow yourself to just jump into the cold waters and allow yourself to be there for yourself. If you think you're really nice, if you think you have all this kindness and respect and beautiful mind and creativity, I'm challenging you today, just like I'm challenging myself. Try to use it for you. Try. I mean, what's the worst that can happen? Anyway, guys, leo sitaki kuongea story mingi. It's the first one. Make sure you subscribe. We're just starting. Just subscribe, okay? Finya hiyo kitu. Kwa sababu once we start, I have a feeling we'll be doing this more often. And about the location today. Yo, welcome to my house. Yeah, for sometimes we might have to do it here for sometimes until ianze ku nice, until ianze ku make sense. But who knows how far this can go. Who knows? So, having said that, hii episode naimalizia tu hapo, no much, no less, but stick around. I'm doing more. We are doing more. Kwa sababu we should. Now, I don't know how to finish. I don't know how to end this. Guys, hapo kwa comment section, give me suggestions like how do we finish it? Unajua nimezoea ku direct, so most of the time I would be cut. Now I cannot cut. I cannot cut me, It's going to be painful or something. But anyway, see you on the next one. Please make sure you subscribe, and I'll see you very, very soon.